everybody. My name is Roger Hernandez. I'm a student here at Kaiser University, and today I'm going to be talking about a little problem that's going on here in South Florida. I'm going to share with you some of this information as well as ask you for your help. Exotic pets or uncontrolled disaster. What if I told you your neighbor's pet just ate your cat? You think I'm crazy? Or you think I'm going out of my mind? Well, weighing almost 250 pounds and reaching up to 23 feet in length, the Burmese python could eat your pet. Without natural predators here in Florida, the Burmese python has actually grown out of control. Their population right now in the Everglades is actually eating everything out there. It has no natural predators, so it pretty much eats endangered species and everything else on its back. In 2005, a woman called Elidia Rodriguez, she had been looking for her cat. A few minutes later, her son pointed out a huge snake in their backyard with a bulge in his belly. Of course, this bulge was her cat. It gets worse than that. A couple of years ago, a 2-year-old girl got killed because of one of these huge snakes. Of course, this huge snake was her dad's pet. It got loose in the house when she was sleeping, wrapped around her, it killed her. These snakes get so big that they could actually eat a 6-foot alligator. Imagine, if they could eat a 6-foot alligator, they could eat your pet, they could eat you, and everything else, everything. They could eat pretty much everything. Controlling these species is really important, especially for the environment here in South Florida. Let's look at how the problem started. Well, the problem started in the 1970s when this snake was actually introduced into the exotic pet market. Since then, it's been gaining popularity. It's so bad right now that from 1996 to 2006, there were 99,000 of these snakes imported into the U.S. That's a lot of snakes. And they're not only being imported into the U.S., they're actually being bred here, and they sell for as little as $20 a pop. So they're spreading really, really fast. They're no longer confined by their cages. They're actually out there right now. Some people that had these snakes, they actually couldn't take care of them anymore, so they let them loose, and they're in the Everglades. These snakes are reproducing very effectively and rapidly. They can lay as many as, they have an average of many as 36 eggs every time they hatch, and there have been counts of as many as 107 in one snake. These eggs can reach maturity in about less than 2 years. So imagine, 36 eggs every 2 years, and it's more and more and more, and how many snakes are out there already? They eat pretty much anything. They eat mammals, amphibians, reptiles, fish, birds, even large ones can eat deer. They could actually eat a deer. That's how big they are, and American alligators as well. This is a picture of, I think it was a 20-foot Burmese python that ate a 6-foot alligator. The alligator wasn't actually dead when the snake swallowed it, so it woke up in his belly and it started struggling, and that's what happened. It ripped the snakes open, but of course they both died. The alligator suffocated to death. All right, here's a list of the animals that have been found in the snake's belly. Rabbit, Hisby cotton rat, cotton mouse, gray squirrel, fox squirrel, domestic cat, the raccoon, Orwell rats, Virginia opossum, bobcats, brown-tailed muskrat, rice rat, white-tailed deer, Key Largo wood rat, this is an endangered species, pie-billed grubba, limpkin, white ibis, American coot, house wren, domestic goose, and the American alligator as well. Although they don't eat humans, there have been reports of owners being killed by the snakes. They're owners, while they're asleep, the snakes were loose and they would wrap around their owners and they're actually suffocated to death. There's been unfortunately, there's a few things we can do to help, and these things are pretty simple. Talk to friends, tell them these giant snakes do not make great pets. If you know somebody that cannot take care of these huge snakes, please refer them or talk to somebody who can. Learn how to identify the native species. This will help you point out, the ones that don't belong. Report sightings to the United States National Park Service pipeline line at 305-815-2080 or at 1-888 I've got one, which is 1-888-483-4681. And also, if you have one of these snakes and you don't want to take care of it anymore, or any other reptile, you can also call Animal Control at 786-331-4454. They will go to your house and remove it. In conclusion, I'd like to conclude by saying that this species needs to be controlled. It's growing out of hand right now as we speak. We could do it. Just have to do the simple things that I ask you. And this exotic species that they're brought into the USA, since they don't belong here, they don't have natural predators. They could take over the ecosystem, and this means getting out of control, like the snake. These were my sources, and thank you guys for listening.